Last month I made $2,000 using one AI tool that's completely free to start with. Not passive income, real cash from actual clients. And the wild part? This isn't some hidden secret anymore. ElevenLabs just released their latest voice model, and the demand for what I'm about to show you is absolutely exploding. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how I did it, which platform I used, and why most people fail at this before they even start. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make real money with ElevenLabs Voice AI, the same process that earned me $2,000 in my first month. By the end of the next 10 minutes, you'll know the 3 revenue streams I used, the exact pricing I charged, and the most common mistakes that kill earnings before they happen. And stick around because the third method is the one barely anyone is talking about yet. It's where the real opportunities are hiding right now. Let's start with the simplest income method, selling voiceover services directly on Fiverr. This is where I made my first $800 in week 1. Here's the exact process. Go to Fiverr, create a gig titled Professional AI Voiceover for YouTube, podcasts, and commercials, keyword heavy, searchable. In your description, tell clients you deliver studio quality voiceovers using ElevenLabs, with 25+ voice options, multiple languages, and fast turnaround. Price your basic tier at $25 for a 500-word script. Most sellers charge $15 to $40 depending on expertise. You're landing in the middle, which builds credibility. Key step, record a 30-second sample using ElevenLabs, grab one of their pre-made voices like George or Aria, run a real script through the platform, and upload it as your gig preview. This alone gets you on the first page because buyers hear quality immediately. The realistic income, $25 per gig times 3 to 5 orders per week equals $75 to $125 weekly. Scale to 10 to 15 orders, you're at $250 to $375. Common mistake, pricing too low. Clients don't trust cheap voiceovers. Charge $25 minimum. But that's not even the best part. The next method requires zero experience with Fiverr and pulls in bigger clients. Method 2 is direct B2B outreach, and this is where I made the other $1,200. Here's the play, search LinkedIn for marketing managers, podcast hosts, and startup founders. Why these people? They need voiceovers constantly, for ads, podcasts, training videos, but most hire through agencies charging $500 to $2,000 per project. You're going to position yourself as a solo operator delivering the same quality at $150 to $300 per project. Send them a cold message, "Hi, name, I noticed you're running podcast/business. I help creators like you add professional voiceovers in under 48 hours using AI. Would a sample interest you?" Include a 30-second sample of ElevenLabs in action. Critical detail, use a natural voice like George or Bella, not the robotic ones. People don't realize it's AI if it sounds human. When someone responds, deliver fast, get the testimonial, ask for a referral. One client led to 3 more clients. The income here is $150 to $400 per project, and you're doing maybe 1 or 2 per week once you start. That's $600 to $800 monthly. Common mistake, using robotic-sounding voices. ElevenLabs has 12 premium voices that sound completely human. Spend 5 minutes finding the right one. But here's what most people miss entirely, the third method is the one that scales without talking to a single client. We're halfway through, and the next method is the one I wish I'd known about a year ago. This is the podcast and content multiplication strategy. Here's the idea, YouTubers and podcasters generate tons of audio content every week. They're buried in editing and distribution. You come in with a specific offer, I'll turn your podcast into social clips, YouTube shorts, and repurposed audio content using AI voiceovers for story narration. Use ElevenLabs to create intros, outros, and short narrative clips that boost production value without the podcaster lifting a finger. Charge $200 to $500 per month for a recurring service, done for you content repurposing. The way you find these people is simple, search podcasts in your niche on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Check their social media. If they're not posting clips, they need you. Send them a sample, take one of their episodes, create 3 30-second TikTok clips with custom voiceover narration, and say, "I can do this for all your content." The income here is recurring, which is the game changer. 5 clients at $250 monthly equals $1,250 per month on autopilot. Common mistake, not following up. Send the sample, then reach out again in 3 days. Most people say yes on the second or third touch, not the first. This method alone can replace a full-time job. Now let's talk about the 3 mistakes that kill earnings before they even happen, because I made all of them. Mistake 1, not building a portfolio. Before you pitch anyone, create 5 sample voiceovers using ElevenLabs, a YouTube video intro, a podcast opener, a commercial, a documentary narration, and a TikTok script. Different tones, different lengths. Show range. Clients buy based on samples, not promises. Mistake 2, undercharging to compete. I see people charging $5 for a voiceover. Stop. You're training clients to expect cheap work and killing your own market. Charge $25 minimum on Fiverr, $150 minimum for B2B work. The sweet spot for freelance voice is $30 to $100 per finished minute of audio. Mistake 3, and this is the biggest one, using the same voice for everything. ElevenLabs has 30+ voices in dozens of languages. Match the voice to the client's brand. A startup wants upbeat and modern. A law firm wants confident and measured. ElevenLabs has a voice for each. Spend time choosing. It's the difference between a gig booking and getting passed over. These 3 fixes alone will double your income. Let me recap what actually works. Method 1, Fiverr voiceover gigs, quick money, $100 to $300 monthly to start. Method 2, B2B outreach on LinkedIn, higher ticket projects, $600 to $1,000 monthly. Method 3, recurring podcast content services, the real money, $1,000 plus monthly once you land 3 to 5 clients. The action you take this week is simple: pick one method. If you have zero confidence, start with Fiverr, lowest risk, immediate feedback. If you want bigger income faster, go B2B. Either way, spend today creating 5 sample voiceovers using ElevenLabs. You get 10,000 free characters monthly, which is enough for 20 to 30 short samples. Do that today. Don't wait. Which of these methods are you going to try first? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one and I'll send you resources based on what you choose. I drop a new AI money method every week, and next week I'm covering how to automate video creation with Runway and turn it into a full-time income. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching.